Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sean Roush here with a mock draft. It's May, it's getting into the fantasy season. Gonna open it up with a 12 team PPR from third spot. Okay. We got one quarterback, two running backs, wide receivers. You see it, right? Those are the settings, pretty much all the settings I'm gonna be doing. If you want other settings or you want like a draft spot that you want me to look at, let me know. If there's anything you want me to comment or reply to, just do it, comment. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's start this draft. So I think an important thing in this year's draft is the first two picks, right? Because it's Bijan and it's Gibbs. If it's PPR, point per reception, running backs are going to get a lot of touches. They're also going to get the rushes too. Now, I think Puka and Jamar Chase could be in that range. I just think it's always safer to go running back with your first pick because I want to say 9 times out of 10, the first two wide receivers off the board aren't going to be finishing the top one and two wide receiver. It's going to be someone either late second, mid. No, it's going to be late first, mid first, or like early second. That's going to be finishing as a top wide receiver. And regardless, if you pick a wide receiver first, you might be screwed when you get your running back. You need to make sure you have a safe running back because you lose your drafts when you don't have a safe running back. I really think that Gibbs and Bijan should be first two picks. But hey, listen, if Jahmyr Gibbs is here at number three, I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs without a doubt. And we see all the other picks go off the board. Okay. Yeah, what should we look at? Yeah, okay. All right. So let's go to the draft board. Some wide receivers, running backs taken here. I think McCaffrey should definitely be over here with like Puka and Chase, JSN right to follow, and then everything else kind of falls in. Um, but right now we have a running back. We know that he's probably going to get a running back, so it would be a good opportunity to get some. But let's look at who's left, right? Wide receivers, we got Pickens, Ted McMillan. Pickens was a great value pick last year. I'm not sure about this year yet. Um, Tet is going to be a solid pick, but I would rather just get another running back here. Options we're looking at is these four guys and Derrick Henry. So we got Hampton, Barkley, Walker, Jacobs, and Henry. Um, Looking at the positions, I think I would give Hampton a crack at this just because there's a lot of problems on the offensive line last year. I think the Chargers are going to be rolling, and they got a healthy offensive line, so I'm going to go with Hampton. All right, Pickens. Yeah, let's see who got taken. All right, so Pickens, Bowers, Barkley, Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. Um, all these guys right here are going to be looking for running backs. I think it'd be good to take another running back. Um, Tet, I think's really solid here. Would be my wide receiver one. I realistically have to think about, am I okay with getting a guy down here for my wide receiver one? Um, you could go heavy with wide receiver and just hope that you hit on another running back later. Um, I really like I want to take Tet, and I might, but oh, I need it removed. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, let's figure out how to get that out of there. Yeah, I, I'm not interested. Um, yeah, I'm between Kenneth Walker, Josh Jacobs, maybe Derek, not really Derek Henry or Ted. I hmm, I think I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker. Mm, this is hard. Fantasy football is hard. Yeah, I'm gonna go with like I want Tet to be that consistent guy for me, but no. I'm going with Kenneth Walker because I know running backs are gonna be falling off the board, so that can go either way. We got some more guys coming off the board, as I imagined. Tet, Devonta, Higgins, Adams, Flowers, Burden, Evans, and then all these running backs going off. I think Walker on the Chiefs is a safe option. That's what I'm gonna go with. Could regret it, not taking Tet, but that's that. We're on four now. We got some solid quarterbacks. I like to take a guy I'm really confident in early, or I'm fading um, till I get the guy I like. I'll only take one quarterback. I'll only take one tight end. Tyler Warren's right here. He already has a tight end, and he has a quarterback. It might be worth it to wait maybe around five, pull the trigger on Warren. Looking at the quarterbacks here, I'm not obsessed with a lot of these guys. I think I'd rather wait. Um, that being said, I do need a wide receiver. The quarterback situation in New York is, brother, ugh, it's not looking good. They just reached out to Russ Wilson, so they might win the Super Bowl this year. They offered him a contract. We'll see though. But in all seriousness, looking for that wide receiver one. I don't really know how confident I am in a lot of these guys. I think McLaurin could be solid. I think Ibuka could have a better season coming out of him. Um, yeah. I could also just bite the bullet and take Judkins and hope Warren falls to me because I think Judkins is going to be great. They just got Spencer Fano, that lineman. I could completely fade wide receiver if I want. Not sure how smart that is though. I'm between Ibuka and McLaurin, I think. And I mean, there is Chuba. I think he's a solid option too. Realistically, if I want to hit home runs, I'd take a wide receiver here in Warren. I think that's a smarter play as much as I want Judkins. So I'm going to end up taking McLaurin because I think he's the safer pick over Ibuka. I think he's going to get the ball in that offense, and Debo isn't back yet. So that's my pick. And okay, good. Warren's still there. So is Judkins. So now it's like, do I want to take Judkins and be like, my running backs are better than your running backs? Or do I want to take Warren? Um, Judkins was great to watch last season. I like their offensive line, but you have to think my team, I already got my three running backs. I'm already set. So it's either I take another wide receiver or I'm taking the tight end. Usually I'll wait in the end to get a tight end, but I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable taking Tyler Warren right here. He's a ball hog. Pittman's gone, so they need to figure out, hey, is Alec Pierce or Downs or Warren going to be that guy? More targets are going to come. Colts were dominant last year. Once Daniel Jones got hurt, that's when Warren's kind of stopped being dominant. But regardless, Daniel Jones is healthy now, so that's play Tyler Warren. Their defense is going to be a little bit worse, and their offense is going to be a little bit worse because they were guns blazing hot in the beginning of the season. And guess what? Daniel Jones get hurts again, pivot. But I want a good start to the season. I'm taking Tyler Warren. I'm not risking taking four running backs early because I know that's not going to help me. I'll take him if he loads. Yeah, draft. So wide receivers and running backs is what we're looking for right now. We'll keep fading quarterback, keep fading. All right. Let's see. Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow. Jacoby Myers is another wide receiver I like. Odunze, interesting. Wilt Wilson did pretty good last year. We got Tate, going to be a great option. I just not a really big Titans guy. I'm not sure if Cam Ward's gonna getting the ball still. Buka, I'm still holding faith. He had a bad second half of the season. Not big on Harvey. Let's look for running backs and wide receivers right now. All right. Chubb is there. I love that pick. And then we got these four guys. I think I'd rather get another solid running back and just throw darts at wide receivers because at the end of the day, it's important to just pick the matchups for your guys at wide receiver. Um, and you know what? I'm still uncertain. Brissett was really targeting Michael Wilson a lot. Sutton's a solid option, but I think I would rather have that extra running back. So then I have four solid guys for the season, and then I could just focusing on hammering wide receivers and hoping one of them pop. I don't have to address running backs. I don't have to take running backs anymore that I'm uncertain about. So Chuba, welcome to the team, bruh. And he's probably gonna start the season because what's his name's hurt. The other guy, I literally forgot his name. So all right. Fannin, Tootin, Warren, Dowdle. So running backs coming off the board. If you're looking at each team with the running backs they have now, each team has at least two. So this is a great time to take some wide receivers. I'm still feeding quarterback. I don't care. I will wait. Trevor Lawrence last year was all the way down there. I will wait. I don't care. People are gonna whatever. Just wait. Just play matchups. Just fine. Daniel Jones was undrafted, and he just kept popping off. I want depth. I want to take pieces away from other teams. Because you know what? Once the bye weeks come and once the injuries come, they'll just keep fading. So Jadarian Price is right there. Charbonnet's still hurt. That's a great pick for someone, but I can't take another running back right now. And besides, he'd only be good for the beginning of the season. If I was low on running back, it might be smart to take Price if he's here. So then you have another starting running back, but then for the first half and, see how it goes. That could be a thing I'm thinking about too. Even if you go wide receiver in the first round, that could be another option to do. But we got Marvin Harrison, Sutton, Godwin, and Metcalf. Um, I'm a big Pittman guy, so I will see how Metcalf does, and the quarterback situation is kind of unclear. So I'm really looking at these three guys and who I want to take the shot on. Godwin is always solid, Sutton's solid, but Waddle's there. You know what? If we're throwing darts, I already got my safety net and McLaurin. I'm trying to see who could really pop off, and I think it's Marvin Harrison because Sutton is great. Like I said, touchdowns, but they could be ahead in games. They did great last year. I think the Cardinals suck, and I think they're going to keep throwing the ball. And I'm willing to take that risk on Marvin Harrison in the what round? This is the seventh round when he was going like second round last year. Yeah, and he's only getting better. I'm taking the risk. And guess what? I don't care if he sucks. I'm gonna keep throwing darts and see what happens. All right, a lot of wide receivers come off the board. Still looking at the running backs. Like I said, not important to me. Jacksonville Jaguars. Parker Washington was getting the ball a lot. Addison is Kyler Murray now. That could be interesting. Uh, Jaden Reed. This is actually really interesting because Romeo Dobbs is gone, right? They chose to keep Watson, Reed, and Golden. So you got those three guys. It's like Jaden Reed. It's you didn't you some weeks he's gonna pop off, some weeks he's not. You just need to know when to play him. And, like looking at my team, everyone else below, I would rather have him. I'm not liking a lot of these options, so it's either Jaden Reed or I'm taking another running back. And the first guy that pops in my mind up there is Blake Corum because he's solid. He's been getting the ball. I already have how many running back? I already have four running backs. I already have four running backs. So I take a third wide receiver or I take my fifth running back and be done. It's will Jaden Reed come back to me? And I don't think he will. I don't think he will because it's going Oh, you know what? It's going this way, actually. It's going this way. The only thing is, though, he's here, Quorum's here. There's a chance I get both. I'm gonna go with Jaden Reed because I think he's more likely to get taken, so I'm gonna choose him. Let's hope Quorum's still here. And he's not. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But it's okay. Don't like a lot of these running backs. By the way, Charbonnet, like I said, he's not coming back. I'm not a big. I only like guys that are going to help me start the season. I know Rashee Rice was great in the second half, but I'm trying to start strong early so then I can manage for the playoffs. We're going to hammer another wide receiver. Parker Washington could be solid. Do I want to take dart throws though? At the end of the day, if I have to start McLaurin, Reed, or Harrison, I'm hoping they're good. I want upside here. I'm not gonna just. I know what Parker Washington is. I'm not gonna choose someone that's gonna. I need to choose someone that's gonna blow off and explode. He's good, but no, I don't think I don't see the explode worthy thing. Debo's a baller. I don't know what team he's on. He's a free agent, so I don't know. But if I'm seeing him right here, I'm taking him. I don't care. Upside. It's all upside from here. We're going to shoot for some more upside. Worthy, interesting. I think there is upside just because Patrick Mahomes, and that's going to be the pick right here. You just got to hope that the Chiefs are the Chiefs and something good happens. Diggs is a free agent. It could be interesting to see where he goes. I um, oh yeah. Now the wide receivers down here are literally doo doo. We got 5 more picks. I mean, we do need a quarterback. Let's just take a look. Yeah, all these guys are still here. I don't care. I'll wait. I'll wait. Now, as the season goes on, I'll look into, who I think is going to be really good, schedule, all that stuff. But a lot of stuff flip flops. All right, we're looking for upside. I like Tesla, but I'm not taking him this early. I'm not drafting Judy. Not drafting Hunter. No. No. This is all disgusting. I have no idea what's going on with Hill. He's kind of old now, but I'm just going to take him. Could end up in a good situation, could have a resurgence, whatever. Could also take a tight end, depending, but I don't like to double up that much. Let's say here, dart throw, Tesla. It might be good to take a quarterback now, but you know, you could always like there could be an injury, and your two guys are Jameson Williams and Amon Ra and Laporta, and he was catching mad touchdowns last year. So we'll just take the dart throw. This is how you draft. No, Jalen Coker, I like him. He's kind of going early, but Chris Brazel, he could be a stud. Zachariah Branch, he could be a stud too. I'm not sure what number wide receiver he is on the team though. Chris Bell, I know nothing about this guy. If he's going to be on the field and their defense sucks, I'll take a look at him. Brazil right here. And now this is the last round. Oh, by the way, I don't take defenses or kickers. It doesn't matter. You just hold on to your team before the season starts. Drop two guys, pick up the defense and kicker. If you're gonna do one, make sure you get a good defense that has a good matchup week one. All right, and now look, if you wait till the last round, let's see who a quarterback here is. Let's look at the quarterbacks. We got Stafford. Well, guys, like, come on, man. Look at all these fantasy points for Matthew Stafford. He's old, but he's good. If he's going that late, and you like, how is Puka supposed to be catching these touchdowns? Come on. I'm taking Matt Stafford. Not even. Okay, ignore this. And yet, that's it. We're going to be looking at my team real quick. Quarterback Stafford, running back Gibbs, Hampton, Walker. I like all their offenses. They could all pop off. Wide receivers, we got our solid base in McLaurin. Could be better, absolutely, but we got to hope that the dart throws hit with Marvin Harrison. And then you got to play week by week matchups with Reed, Worthy, Samuel, and you got Hill, dart throws, Tesla, Bell, Brazel. You just got to hope one of those guys pops off. Um, and yeah, Tyler Warren, consistent tight end. I'm fine with that. It'll get better as the season goes. We'll come up with more of a game plan, but that's it for now. If there's anything you would have done differently, let me know. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. But that's that. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.